So you've been studying English for some time and you've been making progress. Then you go to the streets and you try to, for example, talk to a hot American chick. You try to engage in conversation, in actual conversation with a human being. And then you notice something, that there are words that these people are saying that you don't understand. And then you're in disbelief, you go and you turn the TV on and you try to watch a TV show or a movie and you find the same thing. There are a lot of words that are being said that you don't understand. And then you come back to YouTube here to watch my channel or watch other tutors' channels, and you notice that surprisingly you do understand most of the words we are saying. But that's only because we're talking very slowly. That only means one thing though, that your ears are not ready, they are not trained to understand spoken English in a real life setting, in a real life situation, okay? Actually, there are several things you can do to improve your listening level, but there is only one thing that I know of that will work 100% guarantee, and only in a matter of days. Here we're talking about 10 to 14 days, less than a couple weeks, okay? This is a secret I'm gonna share with you. This secret will take you from having a very low level in English listening to having a very high level, okay? So this will make your ears bulletproof in only 14 days, okay? So if you wanna know more about this secret, just stay here with me. So before getting to the content, I'm going to gently remind you to please subscribe to our channel and click on the notification bell. And while you're at it, please leave us a comment because we like to read your comments, okay? And also, it will help if you share this with your friends because believe me, what you're about to see, it's something spectacular. It's a miracle that will change your life forever. There are several ways in which you actually can improve your English listening level. It doesn't matter what language you speak. You could speak Arabic, Chinese, Japanese, Spanish, whatever, okay? There are several ways. One such way would be to move to a country in which you have a lot of people speaking English, right? Move to an English-speaking country. Of course, not everybody can do that, okay? So we can discard that option as being the most expensive. Then the other option would be to only watch shows and only listen to podcasts in English. That's a very good method you could apply, but the problem with that is that it's going to take several months, okay, at least one full year of only watching TV shows and listening to radio podcasts in English, okay? So that's not a fast method, that's a proven method, that's a good method, but that's not a fast method. So if you want speed, if you are hasty, then the only method I could really recommend, something I discovered on my own, I don't really think too many tutors, English-speaking tutors and coaches use this. The only method I would recommend for somebody who wants to improve their listening level in a matter of days would be to do transcriptions, okay? Audio or video transcriptions. There is only one fact about doing transcriptions, is that they work, okay? I can guarantee, I put my life on the line, they work. I've been doing this with my students for the last 2 years, and the results have been short of miraculous. It's a miracle, okay? Because here we take an active role. We are not letting our ears dictate when they want to learn, when they want to improve, when they want to start understanding English. We're not doing that. We are taking an active role. We're forcing our ears to improve. We're forcing our ears to start understanding English. A little bit of context first. I first found about transcriptions when I was working for Liberty's dubbing company. Actually, here at Liberty Test Prep, we also have a dubbing company called Liberty Dubbing, in which we do a lot of dubbing and transcription work. And I was working as a supervisor there, and I saw that when we hired new trainees, right, they had an accuracy rate in transcriptions between 75 to 80%. Okay, so for every 10 words, they were missing at least 2. Between 2 and 3. So that's not too good, okay? But then this is the surprising thing. When they started working on transcriptions for a couple of weeks, they were working every day, 5 hours a day, doing nothing but transcriptions. They just got so much better, it was mind-blowing. It was unbelievable. Their accuracy rate went up to 90 to 95%, even in some cases to close to 100, 98, 99%, okay? So they were missing very little words. We're talking about people that are doing making transcriptions every single day for 5 hours a day for 2 weeks. Okay, so that's all that it takes. So I said, this is so amazing that I'm going to take this idea. I'm going to bring it here to my tutoring practice. At that time, I was tutoring some people for the TOEFL, and I applied it on these students. I experimented with these students, and the results were short of fantastic. It was an improvement I had never seen before. Okay. First step to make a transcription is to find a friendly video or audio that you're going to transcribe. Okay. Here at Liberty Test Prep, the tutors make our own audios. Okay, friendly audios that we give to our students. But in the case you are doing this on your own, you have to find this friendly audio also on your own. Okay, so go to YouTube, and here I'm going to give you some tips in order to choose a friendly audio. The first thing you're going to look for in an audio is you want a conversation between two people at most. Okay, stay away from those audios in which you have several people talking at the same time. You don't want that. You actually want only 1 or 2 speakers at most, maybe an interview or a monologue, in which one person is trying to get a message across, in which one person is trying to teach something. The speaker should be trying to teach you something. Okay, it needs to be, stay away also from entertainment type of material. You want something a little bit more academic. Okay, you want people who know how to talk, who are not talking colloquially. You want people who are talking basically almost professionally. Okay, that's important. My favorite videos to transcribe on YouTube would be the TED Talks, right? Most of the TED Talks. Those are monologues, but those are good. And also the Joe Rogan podcast, especially when he invites a guest that is knowledgeable about something, okay, that is not fooling around. Okay, those are good. Something you also want to look for in a video would be, you want somebody who has the accent you want to get good at. For example, if you're practicing for the TOEFL, you want somebody with an American accent. If you're practicing, on the other hand, for the IELTS, you want somebody with a British accent, and so on. And then also you want somebody with a good diction. That's very important. Good diction. Now, different people talk in different ways in the same language, right? So you have some people that can speak very clearly, in which you can understand most of the words they're saying, and you have some people that speak faster, some people that speak mumble the words when they talk. So just as an example, take the video here. I left the link at the description, in which Joe Rogan interviews Graham Hancock. Okay, Graham is a very listener-friendly speaker. Okay, every word he says is very easy to understand. Okay, on the other hand, take for example the interview between Joe Rogan and Elon Musk. Okay, Elon Musk is a genius, but he has a way of speaking that is a little difficult to understand for people who are not used to actually listening things in the English language. Okay, so natives don't have a problem following whatever he says. But if you are just starting your preparation, if your listening level is not that high, then you want to stay away from people who retract or backtrack a lot of times what they are saying. Okay, so that's a very good way to start. So now that you have your friendly video or audio, what you're going to do is you are going to, now this is crucial, this is essential. You have to make sure that this video or audio has captions, and that these captions are human-made, not computer-generated. Okay. Now, how do you know if the captions are human-made? Well, just watch the video. Watch a video for a minute or so, and you're going to notice that if every word the person speaks is translated or is transcribed correctly, if it makes sense to the whole topic of the discussion, then it was because a human put effort and time to transcribe it. Because computers, usually they're going to make silly mistakes. So by the minute, you are going to notice those mistakes. Some words that are just, they don't fit with the whole topic, okay? So now that you have your audio, in which you have a friendly speaker, and that this audio, this video has human-made captions, now you're ready to start transcribing. The whole transcription process is very straightforward. It's just sitting down, listening to the tape, to the video over and over till you get most of the words down. Okay, it could take several minutes, it could take hours, but it's a good exercise. This will make you improve your listening. You might have to play the audio several times until you get the words down, and this will take some time for most people. I never said that this was going to be easy. I never said that this was going to be a walk in the park. You need to put a lot of effort here. But it's only for 2 weeks, because believe me, I've never seen something in which you can get results that fast. Here we're talking only big effort for a couple of weeks, and then you are going to have a huge improvement in your listening level. So it's worth it, believe me. Okay, so as a final product for your transcription, you want to have your whole transcription, but then you want to make sure that every sentence that you've written down makes sense. That's a very important thing, because if you, for example, if somebody's talking about Formula One and then you read your transcript and it doesn't make sense, they are to start talking, for example, you transcribe a word like I don't know, water pollution, right? You know that that word doesn't really fit with the topic, so most likely you've made a mistake. Okay, so just go back to that word, to that part of the video or the audio, and start, trying to get that word better. Okay, once you feel comfortable with the sense, with the coherence of the transcript you've made, then you start comparing it. So basically, the answer keys are going to be these human-generated or human-made captions. Okay. Those are your answer keys, and you start comparing those, contrasting both, and you're going to find that there are going to be several differences. Okay, and once you see those differences, those are mistakes you've made. So you go back to the video at that time, and you're going to start learning how that word is pronounced. Okay, that's the beauty of this. You start learning really fast and really quickly. You're going to learn more vocabulary, and you're going to learn pronunciation, and also you're going to learn contractions, because believe me, most of the time, the English language is a very easy language to understand and to learn. That's why a lot of people in the world are able to speak it and understand it, right? But the trick with the English language, the difficult part are the contractions native people do, right? Most of the time, native people don't say, I did not think this was going to be so easy. They don't talk like that, right? They say, I didn't think this was gonna be so easy. I didn't think, right? So those kind of contractions they make, they upset most of the people who don't really have a high level of listening. Okay, so you are going to be able to understand those contractions when you go back and play it on the video and you actually read the human captions or human-made captions. Okay, so that's the whole exercise. Now, one thing though I do advise is there are some people who have a low level of listening, and not even if they play the whole thing back, the whole audio back, they won't be able to understand what is being spoken, right? What is being mentioned. So for them, the trick is to slow the audio down. There are a lot of tools you can find on the internet that will allow you to convert a YouTube video to an MP3 and then download it to your computer. So do that. Once you have the audio, just play it on the VCL player, slow it down maybe to 70 or 60% at most. Okay, that's too slow already. Don't go any lower than that, because then it's going to be too unrealistic. So on 60%, start practicing. You're going to find that you're going to be able to understand most of those words, okay, because they are slowed down. Okay, so that's the way in which you approach this exercise if you are not able to understand the audio the first time you hear it. So I just shared with you the magic trick I use with my students. I've been using this technique for a couple of years now with all my students here at Liberty, and believe me, I've had amazing results. Okay, so when I first told my peers here at Liberty that I was going to share this on YouTube, they were not too comfortable because they believed that I was giving away a big secret. But then I explained to them that I thought that this should be public knowledge, because actually something that works so well, something that will save you money and will save you time, should be public. Okay, so just don't forget to subscribe to our channel, please, and click on the notification bell. Leave us a comment. I want to know if this video was useful. If you're applying this technique now, I want to know how you're doing with it. And also share this video, because I'm pretty sure most of your friends are going to find this useful. Okay, now do this. Don't be lazy. This is easy, but it's very time consuming. I know, but it's only for 2 weeks. Come on. Okay, I'm going to be very honest here. The first time I give this to my students, they don't like it. They think it's too much work. All right, they complain. But once they start seeing the results, oh my God, they ask for more, because they can see results very quickly. Okay, I've never seen something like that before. Okay, so don't be lazy. If you put the effort, you're gonna get the results. Now, if you don't put the effort, if you're lazy, there's nothing that will save you. Nothing will make you improve fast. Okay, because here actually we are not letting our ears dictate when they want to improve. Here we're taking charge, we're taking control of the whole situation, and we're forcing, in a way, we're forcing our ears to improve, right? We're forcing our listening level in English to increase. Okay, that's the only method I know for forcing your English listening level. So just apply this technique. It costs you nothing, okay? And just believe me, a lot of people say, I don't have the time. And yes, I go like, okay, it's not like you're the CEO of the Coca-Cola company. It's not like you're the CEO of Microsoft. Come on, you have the time. If you feel that you don't have the time, well, then just make the time. If you have to sleep less, you gotta sleep less, okay? So if you want things in life, you have to work for them. Okay, so that's been it with me. My name is Rod. I'm with Liberty. Thank you for watching.